The Siberian tiger versus the polar bear. Truly, one of Earth's greatest battles. The Siberian tiger, the undisputed king of the cats. A 536-pound killing machine. The polar bear. One of the few predators that actively hunts human beings, seeing them as a food source. A 900-pound massive Arctic predator, hunting and eating anything it sees. This would be an absolutely vicious battle of two titans. The average male Siberian tiger is lighter than the average male polar bear. But there is one critical point we must not overlook. The Siberian tiger is a much leaner fighter. When comparing two typically very large specimens, the lean muscle mass is similar. Polar bears are highly suited for insulation against the cold and carrying enormous amounts of fuel. This doesn't help though when coming up against a Siberian tiger. The tiger is far better equipped for this duel. Longer claws, bigger teeth, and much, much faster. The polar bear is accustomed to fighting large, fat creatures of the Arctic, seals, walruses, rarely taking on anything that can fight back, and fight back ferociously. The tiger, on the other hand, is highly efficient at engaging and taking down aggressive prey, even fighting against other tigers. Forced into combat, these two animals would engage in an exceptionally bloody and violent fight. The Siberian tiger would attack the polar bear's head, face and neck with 4-inch retractable and razor-sharp claws, and it would attack with a speed that the polar bear is ill-equipped to avoid. As with all cats, the speed, reflexes, ferocity and flexibility are something that the polar bear struggles to defend against and battle with. Likewise, the sheer size of the polar bear is a challenge for the tiger. However, with as much muscle mass as the polar bear, the tiger is a leaner and more agile combatant. The tiger strikes the polar bear's head repeatedly, where there is no thick fur or layer of fat. Once the bear's eyes become damaged by the tiger's forceful and rapid slashing, the polar bear is in serious trouble. The polar bear attempts to hit the tiger with its own very sharp claws. Several grapples happen. The polar bear isn't used to fighting anything like this. The slow and clumsy prey of normal are a perfect target for the polar bear's weaponry. The polar bear suffers such serious facial damage that it can no longer coordinate any effective attacks. After a challenging 10 minutes of battle, the Siberian tiger now targets the polar bear's throat. With the ability to cling onto the bear's neck, it hangs much of its body weight from those exceptionally strong teeth. An attack that has been fine-tuned over thousands of years of evolution. The Siberian tiger wins the fight. The polar bear doesn't have the experience to tackle an apex land predator of the tiger's size. Deserving of the title, most formidable hunter of all. Subscribe now and see next week what happens when Mike Tyson fights a chimpanzee. Goodbye.